Guys, we made it. We made it. It's May. Yes, we finally got through that horrendous winter we were all going through. Now, some of you I know are already out there crushing it with fishing, with their kayak fishing, boat fishing, whatever. But unfortunately, up here in central Ontario, we still are not completely open for soft water fishing. There's still a number of fisheries that are closed and will be for a few more weeks yet. But it still doesn't mean we can't go through some lure types for use in May. Okay, these you could use them anytime, but these really do come into play this time of year. Now, I've got something over here. I'm going to be flashing it up on the screen here so you can see it. For May, spring is the prime time for fishing. It really is. Fish are active, they're feeding aggressively, and they hit with purpose. And that's because they're either spawning, they've just come out of their kind of low time where they weren't feeding very much. They were very sluggish because of the temperature. So now things are picking up. So they're starting to spawn. Now here in Ontario, you cannot fish for bass when the spawn is on, but I know in other states and other provinces you can. But they're coming out of their kind of sluggish stage. They're getting into their spawning stage, so they're very active. They're looking, they're aggressive. They're going to hit things with purpose. So what is the best thing to do if you're going fishing in May? Now, watch your regulations, please. Don't want to see anybody get into trouble. And I don't want you thinking that I put you there. Watch your regulations. Please check before you go out. All right. So let's get down to the first set of lures that you might want to consider for May fishing. All right. First set of lures you need to look at is your top water lure. Why? Well, they're best at sunset and the best at sunrise, right? The two key times in spring to be fishing. You want to get your poppers out. You want to get your walking baits, your frog lures, and your buzz baits. These are the ones you like to use, you will want to use in the early hours and in the later hours. This is when fish can be quite aggressive, and this is where these lures work the best. Number two, soft plastic baits. The beauty of these baits is that you can use them at any water layer. Doesn't matter. Up, down, in the middle, whatever. You can use them in any water layer. Worms. Okay, this can be a Texas rig or a Carolina rig. It can be a swim bait. It can be, creature baits. This is another good one to use. Again, morning or night, but this is also a good one to use during the day. Spinner baits and spinners. Perfect for murky water and stained water because of the vibration and the sound that these lures create. And even on overcast days where the water is darker, that's where you can use your spinners and your spinner baits. Crankbaits and minnows. Great search baits. Really good for search baits. If you're looking to trigger a reaction bite, these are the baits that you got to use, right? This is really good for search casting, going from all around 360 or whatever you can do here, 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 and here. That's where those baits come into play. And then we go down. If all else fails, if all that fails and you can't get anything, what do you go to? You're going to go to your natural baits. Those are your night crawlers, your shrimp, your minnows, your cut bait, even luncheon meat will work as well. They'll go for that. Corn, that type of thing. When all else fails, you can go down to those natural baits. Now, as I said, these are the top lures. You can use them really any time of the year, but May is really good for these because fish are just starting to stir. They're starting to get active. They're hungry. They're looking for action. They're going to hit with purpose. So keep in mind what I've said here for the lures that you want to use in May, all right? And hopefully you're going to have a damn good month. And this is Sharon for Fish and Tips. We'll see you soon.